Here we go. Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a great day today and a great week. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I am currently having to work remotely due to COVID-19 right now. So trying to work remotely and jump on calls and different things of that nature. But anyway, I really appreciate everybody jumping on the call today. And there's really two main things I want to talk to everyone about today, and as we get through these dealer calls. And also at the end of this call, we will not have a question and answer. If you have any questions, reach out to your DM. We have quite a few dealer calls to get through today, and we're trying to jump these and get through these before the early afternoon. So I wanted to cover really three key points today as we get into the winter project period. So number one, I want to start by saying, which is probably the most key point that I'm going to bring to this call, and that is thank you for what you have done so far, and thank you for what you are continuing to do every day. I'm going to do a podcast on this, hopefully today or tomorrow, hopefully once I get back in the office or towards the end of the week. And the gist of this podcast is really going to be about how great it is to work with the dealer team we now have and the dealers that we currently have in all four districts. When I came on board, it's taken about 2 years now to assemble a dream team, I guess is what we would say, of dealers that we love and cherish, and that we are truly excited about for 2021. Okay. And so, I want to say this to really, number one, to dealers on this call, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you've done. I truly enjoy meeting with you. I truly enjoy talking to you. I'm hopefully going to be back on the road again starting mid-November to see more dealers like I've been doing over the last probably 6 to 8 weeks. And, many of you I truly enjoyed spending that time with and cherish that time with. I tell people all the time, I love to tell people I love them and I love to hug them. And with COVID-19, that's probably not the best. That's probably not the best communication all the time. So first thing I want to tell you is just thank you for all you've done and all you do. As we continue our partnership moving forward. And I really, from the bottom of mine and AJ's heart, that's very important that I communicate that to you, to everyone on this call. And we'll continue to do that every week moving forward, every month moving forward. Our face-to-face conversations is my true appreciation to the dealer network we have, number one. Number two, I want to talk to you a little bit about the presidential series that we will be launching in 2021. We're in the final stages of that. There will be, and I apologize for me hacking and all kinds of stuff on this call. So I definitely apologize for that up front. The presidential series, I want to kind of give everybody an update on that. We are in the final stages of that. We currently have the past presidential series had about 13 buildings on it. We have, after taking about 6 to 8 months worth of data and reviewing that, we have deleted 4 of those invoices to cut down to 9 presidential series buildings, and then we have added 6 buildings to that presidential line. Okay, 6 buildings to that presidential line. We are in the process of we primarily have names for the bulk of these presidential series buildings. One of the reasons we're excited is that previously, there was only one 8x12 in the mix, and that was a vinyl standard. This new presidential line of buildings will have two 8x12s in that line of buildings. That's something that many of the dealers have talked about is, hey, I really need 8x12s on my lot to show. So we actually put two 8x12s in this presidential line of buildings for additional lot inventory. It will also have a 10x20 barn in this line of presidential buildings, which is another one of our top sellers, as well as a cottage in this presidential line of buildings, okay? And super excited about this cottage. Not sure what the name of it's going to be. We'll know more maybe after next week. We're not really sure what to name this cottage yet, but the cottage will be a 12x20. It will have all the bells and whistles except the floor, and really the focus of that, it will have a 50-year floor. It won't have the laminate or the linoleum. It won't have that flooring in it or the LuxGuard. It will just be a straight 50-year floor. The reasoning for that is because it's really going to bump that $10,000 mark, and due to RTO purposes and trying to get more customers, as we've had these calls with certain dealers that we've spoken to. One of the things that many of the dealers have voiced their opinion on is the understanding of, hey, it's got to be close to that $10,000 mark to get that down payment, that initial payment. Make that easy initial payment, get into those cottages, okay? And so that's something we've heard. That's something we're focused on. That's something that we want to make sure is taken care of. So this thing will come with electrical, heating and air, windows, pre-hung door. It will come with the works except for the floor. And our mindset, but behind that was getting them in a building that with a low initial down payment on a cottage where we could have a tremendous amount of these for lot models. Our most important piece was that $10,000 or around that $10,000 mark. Okay. So super excited about the changes that's coming with the presidential series in 2021. We will be launching this sometime in December. As we are going to hope to finalize everything over the next coming weeks before Thanksgiving, and we will be communicating to you, as we finalize our marketing material with pictures and things of that nature, the 2021 presidential series, which will be, based on really a focus of those top selling buildings that we've had really good data on. We'll give you an additional 8x12s. We'll give you 10x20s and a cottage, something that really covers the whole gamut, and a tremendous amount of lot buildings of production to get those built and on your lot. So we're super excited about that coming down the pipe. The third thing is we're going to talk real quick about what's going on November 2nd. Many of you have already received phone calls from your district manager, and what we are doing is with the price increase that took place on October the 5th, we have had a tremendous amount of off-lot sales take place over the last month, okay? And this was something we were looking to see. We paid very close attention because lot inventory really is very, very crucial to the success of our business. And also, really the dealers have done such a great job. You yourself have done such a great job marketing the product. The product itself is a very well built, aesthetically pleasing. People love that product. Okay. You sell the best building in the market. And one of the things that we have noticed is a tremendous amount of inventory or a tremendous amount of sales on off-lot buildings. Okay. So starting November 2nd, what we're going to do is we are going to raise the price of your lot models will increase to current pricing, okay? To current pricing. Give you some numbers that we've seen here is that we've spoken to multiple dealers about this. Many of our dealers have actually talked to us a little bit about this, mainly because of the off lot. It's usually about 60% to builds to about 40% off lots. Over the last month, it's changed to about 73 or 70% off lot sales to 30% to builds, which has had a huge rush on off lot inventory. All right. So there's a couple things that we're doing here. First off, to in the past with the bargain barn, we have only added 2 or 3, maybe 4 buildings to the bargain barn. What we are going to do, inventory will be raised on November 2nd to current market rates. And then we will start with 16 and 17 buildings, okay? We're going to start with 16 and 17 buildings, and we're going to reduce those down and put them on the bargain barn, okay? We're going to reduce those down, and we're going to put them on the bargain barn, all right? Now, what we're hoping to do is once we get through 16 and 17, we're hopefully going to jump to some of the 18 buildings. Can't promise you that right now, but hopefully jump to some of the 18 buildings, okay? But right now, what our goal is, starting next week, inventory will go up. The only 2 things that the dealers need to do is this. First thing you need to do is make sure you pull out any old invoices. You need to go through and exchange new invoices on Monday is the first thing you need to do. And number 2 is you need to check the bargain barn, especially in North Carolina. There'll be about 60 buildings that we're going to eventually reduce, and we're going to do this 10 at a time, okay? Mainly just so it's not too much of a kind of a craziness to throw all 50 on there. We're going to go do 10 at a time, which is going to allow all dealers to to get in on this bargain barn and different things of that nature, okay? And so this is something that you really need to pay attention to, something that you really need to be focused on, because there's going to be a lot of buildings that you're going to be able to offer to customers at a discount, and as well as quick delivery because it's an off lot and different things of that nature, okay? So, as we continue to get into the COVID-19, as we can get into the demand of builders and different things of that nature, our focus is to continue to protect the dealer network. Our focus is to continue to make our dealers successful. And so, every day things are changing. And so this is, as we continue to get into this, as we continue to get into the winter months, we're also very excited. Nathalie, Virginia, will start producing buildings next week. Very, very excited about that additional production, as well as we get into the metal shop that will hopefully start production in January too. So great things, exciting things are coming down the pipe when you talk about Presidential Series, when you talk about all these buildings that are on the bargain barn that we'll be placing on the bargain barn starting next week to keep a large amount of inventory on the bargain barn for you to look at. And as well as we get into additional production and things like that to really backfill all of these lot locations, all these lot buildings, this tremendous amount of lot buildings that we're about to send out, that we're going to start, producing and ramp up production in the wintertime and some different things of that nature. So once again, guys, just to recap, first off, I guess if there's 4 quick things I want to recap. Number 1, hey, thank you for all you do. Thank you for what you've been doing. You're very key to the success of Shez Direct, and super excited about what you are bringing to the table, number 1. Number 2, Presidential Series, new line. We'll be talking more about this as we get into December and the great things that are coming with it, with the 8x12s, the 10x20s, as well as the cottage. Number 3, lot inventory will go up on November 2nd. Make sure you exchange the 2 items there. Make sure you exchange your invoices that are in the building, number 1, and number 2, check the bargain barn. We are going to probably will take us a day or so to get all these buildings on there, because we're going to have these buildings as well as pictures and things of that nature. So check the Bargain Barn for all the buildings that will be on there. And then the fourth thing is, once again, super excited about the investment that we're making for the dealer, especially in additional production that we're going to start ramping up these new facilities in the next month and month to come. So once again, guys, we're going to jump off this call, go to the next call. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your continued effort every day in selling buildings. And once again, guys, thank you for all you do. If you have any questions, reach out to Nathan, your district manager. I will be on the road probably starting after November 13th again, at least 1 to 2 days a week in North Carolina, seeing dealers. Super excited about that. And once again, guys, have a great day, a great week, and talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.